What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. Brian here, and today is a very special day. I received another package from RadioLink. Now, if you guys remember, they just got done sending us the RC4GS V3. This is the new radio that they got, and I'm super stoked. We've already played with it a little bit, but we're going to get all the new features tested out. Now, this comes with an R6FG, G for gyroscope. Comes with this receiver, which is a great receiver, super long range, really good stuff. However, they thought, well, if we got you a new transmitter, why don't we send you some cool receivers to go with it? And they noticed that I was doing a lot of cool stuff with Hot Wheels cars. So they thought, why not send you, it's got a bunch of letters, so I gotta bear with me here. This is the R4FGM, okay? This is tiny, itsy bitsy teeny weeny tiny. It's about the size of a quarter, okay? Now, they asked me, they said, you know, you want to try to make a Hot Wheels car into an RC car? And I thought, yes, please. Why not? So that's what we're going to do with this. I went online and, you know, you can get micro motors and micro servos and all that cool stuff. And if I have to, I will. But I remembered, this is one of my very first RC cars when I got back into the game about 15 years ago. This is an ECX, little teeny tiny, I think they call it a kickflip. And this thing was cool, but it came with basically this little teeny tiny pistol grip transmitter that took 4 AAA batteries, and it lasted forever. Well, it finally died. I don't know why it died, but it died. And inside this is probably some really good electronics. I know it's got this little teeny tiny micro motor in the back. So I'm gonna tear this thing apart and see about the servo for the front, get some steering out of it. I know it's going to have gears and everything in the rear, because, I mean, you know, you can't just go buy, I'm sure you can, but, I mean, finding a teeny tiny little gear somewhere, just all by itself, when I've got gears sitting in here, we're going to tear this little guy apart. And then we're going to try to fit all this inside a Hot Wheels car. Now, I've got 2 candidates, 2 prime candidates. I've got the old Jeep here, and then this is a little Land Rover, I believe. Got the old Land Rover here. So we've got, you know, Land Rover with the opening hood, old Cherokee here with, you know, super awesome. I mean, this is like the quintessential Jeep Cherokee that everybody had back in like '95. You know, I mean, this is a cool ride here. It's got a little roof rack on top of it. So I'm gonna try to get one of these to accept one of these and some other electronics. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, I know it's been done before. I've seen a couple videos. I think 1 or 2 people that I can think of off the top of my head have actually got one of these little Hot Wheels cars to be an RC car. Now, different variations. I think one of them, I think he just went straight. Or he had it on like a tank tread setup, you know. Or if you went reverse, it would turn. The other gentleman actually had steering linkage in the front. So we're going to try to do the steering linkage thing. Now, I will say that is kind of a limitation that we have with this ECX setup here. This is not a digital steering. This is basically all the way one, all the way the other side. So if this isn't what we want in here, I have already gone online and I've already checked out some parts. I'm pretty sure we can get a full setup for that. Now, I do have like a little 20 amp chipset ESC, but they make an ESC that literally fits on the tip of your finger. So, I mean, because this is already big, you know. I've seen some ESCs in there that are literally the size of the plug. So this fitting inside here, it can be done. That's why I'm not going to try to put it in a car. This has already got smoked windows in it. I think I can get this to sit sideways, curl the little wire up in there, and then we'll go ahead and connect, you know, your steering servo and your ESC, and then there's a third channel, who knows, maybe even some lights. So be on the lookout for this video as well. This is the R4FGM, itsy bitsy teeny weeny receiver. Very excited about that. And then they sent me the long range stuff. Now, you guys know I've got an R7FG. This is a dual antenna receiver. I've had this in a few different cars. I've had this one now for a while. It comes with the cool, you know, battery telemetry. I actually have a V2. I think I did it to a V1. I had an RC6GS V1 6-channel radio before I had my V2, and I remember downloading the firmware to get this telemetry to work, and it did. It worked perfectly. It was really, really cool. As a matter of fact, I think I have a video on it. So I am fully aware about, the whole, telemetry inside your R7FG. But they have assured me that the R8F dual antenna receiver that they just sent me is even better. And I'm going to test that out. What we're going to do with this is we're going to throw it in the SCX6 over here because it's a big giant truck. And we're going to basically send this thing out as far as our little eyeballs can see. And then I'm going to have connected here my light system to where I can turn the lights on and off from the old transmitter. And we're going to see if we can turn, because I mean, when it's this tiny, you can't tell what this thing's doing. You have no idea if it's driving and your inputs are perfect. But if I turn the lights on and off from way out in the middle of nowhere, I think we're going to be able to have a definitive answer that we're still connected. So I may even do a comparison video as far as range and ability between the R7FG and the R8F. So be on the lookout for this as well, guys. Special shout out to RadioLink for hooking your boy up. I'm very excited. I now have enough RadioLink receivers to go in everything else that I have and everything else that I'm building. Remember, we've got the Tamiya Unimog coming. Our Grand Hauler is already set up with the MFC01, so that's going to have its own setup over there. We got the really cool Fly Sky, dual stick transmitter here, so that's kind of its own thing. But everything else, the Lunchbox, R6FG, I may replace, believe it or not, I think I actually have an R7FG inside the SCX6 right now. I'm probably going to replace that with the R8F. Now, this is a pretty wild little setup here. If you notice, R7FG has the regular top-down posts. The R8F actually has side posts. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to see if it poses any issues going inside the little waterproof box in there. But super excited, guys. If you guys have any other crazy ideas for the itsy bitsy teeny weeny receiver, you let me know. And if you guys think you guys have a better idea for the R8F, you let me know. But this is going in almost immediately because this is just plug and play. This obviously is going to take a little bit of work, so this is going to be a whole video series by itself. Now, I will have separate videos for these. I just kind of wanted to do a real quick, not really an unboxing because there really isn't a box that goes with these, but I just wanted to show you guys what I've got and let you guys know where we're going with it. So, we've got our Hot Wheels build and our super duper long range. Turn your SCX6 into an SCX24 as far as distance. It's what it's going to look like way out there. So, guys, I've got some work to do. Be on the lookout for some new videos because they will be coming. It's Brian, Amazing RC. We will get you guys another cool video very, very soon.